See, that's what I was thinking. And I'm like, I might have to, because usually I go by ounces, but I can easily switch to grams for my weight. And I was kind of like looking at that, thinking, uh, maybe doing like 100 gram balls. I think 100 grams is 4 ounces. So I gotta double check. But I could do that. Or maybe I could do um, a section of, like, do half of, because I'm getting 11 pounds of Corriedale. What I could do is break it in half and do half of it in like 4 ounce. Um, yeah, I could do like 4 ounce hanks and then do some in the lighter. Would be 3.5 ounces. Yeah, I gotta have to look into that. Um, but yeah, I could do half of it in 100 gram uh, hanks, and then the other half I could do in 50 gram hanks. And then there's the option of buying larger skeins of yarn or smaller skeins of yarn. And I also want to, when I start selling and dyeing, I want to, fingering weight yarn is often 400 yard skeins. Worsted is 220 yard skeins. Yeah. I think I spin kind of like in between fingering and worsted. Usually most of my skeins, when I do 2.5 ounces, which is roughly what most of my hanks were. I didn't actually weigh them out before. I just kind of measured them on my arm. I did like, I think it's like 4 arm lengths I did, but most of them came out to roughly 2.5 ounces. And most of my skeins that I spin and ply up run around between 200 and something to 300 and something. Like this here is on the thinner side, and we've got, it's 3.2 ounces, and it's 383.4 yards of yarn, and it's mostly about that. This is thinner than what I normally spin. This is, I haven't measured the yardage of this. This I just spun up, and so yeah, it's kind of like not quite fingering, but not quite worsted. Um, so yeah. Not sure what you call it, but freaking love the color of this. Love this. I got to figure out how I dyed that. I do have another hank. I just don't want to use it because it was my first prize one in the fair. Yeah, I got it. You know what I need to get is one of those